My uncle, who was my pastor, used to say, if God made anything better than sex, he left it in heaven.
Hey mom, what's up? 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 Hey mom, what's up?
Hey, Mom.
Hey.
We are back with another episode of Moms Actually, and this week we have an amazing guest, Miss Erica Campbell. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited that you're here.
Well, I'm glad to be here with y'all.
Yes. Yes. I'm Morgan.
I'm Blair.
And I'm Sopa.
Yes. So let's get started, y'all. We're just gonna get right into it because at this point, you guys know how the episodes go. We're gonna do a quick rapid fire. It's giving motherhood, and because of our special guest here, we definitely want to make sure that we get all these questions out. So let me tell you how it goes. You take the paddle, right?
Okay.
White means no.
Okay.
Yes is the goal.
Okay.
Okay. So I got these questions. We got only a couple seconds to answer. Your first answer is the right answer. Okay. Okay. All right. So y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. Do you schedule date nights on a regular basis?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
Did you wait to have kids until a certain point after marriage?
No.
Do you feel like kids can sometimes get in the way of marriage? Oof. That's a hard one. Can I be in the middle? I'm gonna be in the middle.
What was your first answer?
Do you believe in staying married just for the kids? Have your kids ever walked in on you? She said, ooh. Have you ever prioritized your kids over your marriage?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you ever felt shamed for putting your marriage over your kids? Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
For sure.
When it comes to, everybody was like, I feel like every question was like, ugh. But what I wanted to ask you really quick is do you believe in staying married for the kids? What are your thoughts on that?
It depends on the state of the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
If it's violent, if it's unsafe, no. If there's personality differences, then I think it's something to be considered.
Okay.
Because I don't think you get married just for you to, well, in my case, I got married for family, for legacy. Yeah. I wasn't thinking of, I just want to be fulfilled. I want someone to take care of me. I was thinking, what is my marriage going to mean after I'm gone? And so I thought through a lot of that, like with kids, because I saw my mom and dad be married to each other 3 different times. So they fought for it like no one I had ever seen.
Wow.
And so I saw that growing up. I saw people fight for love. So that's what I learned.
That's good.
What about you? That's good. I said sort of. I get it. I think, as she mentioned, if it's violent, if you can't control your attitude in front of your children and they're seeing something unhealthy, then I feel like you take the steps to try to reconcile. But if you can't, I get it. Yeah. But if you can manage the relationship and push through and hopefully rebuild your marriage for the children and for yourselves, then I say fight for it like your parents did, because it is about legacy. It is about having 2 people in the household that can give them the dichotomy of, man and woman to, make them stronger human beings. You need both. You need both.
Yeah. It's where they learn family. It's where they learn how to deal with conflict. It's where they learn so many things. And so you're teaching them whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
So if every time you get upset, you throw it in someone's face, if every time something's wrong, you leave, that's what you're teaching your kids. To run, don't deal, don't process, don't fight for it, And
I think for me, I came from a home that's what we did. It was very toxic. And so I didn't have a good example. And so when my husband and I got married, I would run. Like if there was ever an issue, I would pack a bag. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, I don't know, but I have to go. And it would be over the smallest little thing. And so I think obviously we've been married for 6 years so far, so we've come a long way. But I think one thing is just society's made it so easy for you to give up on your marriage, you know? My husband and I are completely two different human beings. Like, our personalities are different. I'm very up here, he's very mellow. And so, like, if that was the case where our personalities didn't, you know, match, I would have been left him, you know? But that's not the reason. Our end goal is legacy. Our end goal is, like, we want to leave something behind, not just for them, but for the sake of their kids, you know, so.
I love that. Like the legacy part, you even saying that to me is like, ooh, that it just shifts your focus a little bit. Cause I will say for me, I came from a household where I was like praying for my parents to just go ahead and end it. Wow. Because it was so bad. I was like, y'all are doing more harm than good. So for me, I'm like, I never want to put my kids through that, because us leaving in the middle of the night and, you know, having to like pack our things, and I'm the oldest. So I always felt the pressure of, oh, I got to protect my sister now. I'm like growing up a little bit, you know, quicker than I would like. And so I don't want to put my kids through that. So I always say, like, if it's not working, you know, even if it's not salvageable.
But I think that's why people should put more time in before you even get married. You need to find out how they operate with family. Do they like their mama? How toxic were past relationships?
How much do they like their mama? Because that could be an issue too.
But you know, there's so many things to consider. Can you pray together? How do you feel about how they handle money? Not just how much they have. And does he trust you with his money? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things to be considered.
And the foundation too. I think that is the most key, is like having the same foundation, because sometimes in marriage, we're never going to see eye, or a lot of times we don't see eye to eye. But even when you can't see eye to eye, you can still be hand in hand. And I think that's something a pastor said that the other day. I didn't make that up. I'm just like, but it stuck with me. But it stuck with me because it's so true, you know?
I always tell myself, remember, we're on the same team.
Same team.
So no matter what we disagree on or how we feel, because me and my husband are two different personalities, even though we're both in the entertainment industry, we operate differently. And so something that may bother me may not bother him. I'm a Taurus and I got a big ego. So I'm like, I'm not saying that. You know, I will get in my own head and not say something about something that legit bothers me. And then I'm trying to self-process and I got an attitude. And he's like, why didn't you just tell me? I didn't mean that. That's not what
me. That is so me.
And like, so I'm like, we just had a conversation.
Going through my head, having a whole argument in my head.
And then when I bring it to him, he was going, that's not what I thought. That's not. Or he'll apologize quick, and then I feel bad for being mad for 2 whole days.
Now I'm upset for no reason. For no reason. Even the prioritization, though, like we talked about that just now, of prioritizing our marriage before kids. Like, what does that even look like? You know, what is that like for y'all?
My husband's better at it than me. So he'll pick me up from the airport, and I'll be like, yes, get home to the kids. And he'll go, oh, let's go here. Let's go eat. And I go, oh, we can go get the kids and they can go too. And he's like, and he'll go, wait, you was my girl first. I want to make sure that we're good. Because they're going to grow up and go somewhere. And it's going to be me and you. And I always appreciate that.
That is good. I tell my husband all the time, like, because when you're in the process of parenting, it can feel almost like a business transaction or like you're so like.
It feels like an actual partnership.
Yeah, you feel like a business partner because you're like, okay, make sure you check the calendar today and you're doing all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't ever want to look up, kids are gone. And I'm like, wait, but what do we like to do? We still like each other, right? Or do we just like each other? And not love each other to the point, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're good friends, we're a good team. But do we romantically, intimately love each other?
I think with parenting, we have to make sure that we don't let the kids run the house. If all you eat is what they eat, if all you watch is what they watch, or all you listen to is what they listen to, and all you go is where they go, first of all, they ain't gonna never want to leave first.
That's a fact.
Then you'll never teach them this is what it's like to be an adult. This is my choice. So I tell my kids, no, this is my car. This is what I want to listen to. Because my daughter Krista, she will get in there and
try to-
put the Bluetooth and just turn it on. I'm going, hey, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
I want to listen to something else. Mom, I'm going, yeah, so when you get your car, so this is what it, so when you get grown, you get your car, you can play whatever you want, as loud and as much as you
So
want.
I don't have to wait till after the kids go to sleep to watch my TV.
I mean, I try to make sure it's not,
Yeah.
go to the room because we want to watch adult TV.
And then that's what I say. Like, I'm like, we have about 4 TVs in this house. The whole reason for that is, like, go to your space. Now, of course, we're very like intentional about the family time.
Yes.
But if it's I'm right here and it's Saturday morning, and I decided I want to come downstairs and just chill, then go upstairs. Like, I'm not watching Disney Channel all day. Okay, like
I've watched.
But we
Sing
love
too.
it though.
because we was definitely just singing in concert with no kids.
Yeah, that was our turn up music this morning in concert.
But we teach our children how to respect our marriage.
Yes.
When you keep your kids out of your bed, you teach them how to respect your marriage. When you tell them when they knock on the door and you go, just a minute, mom and dad are spending time.
Yes.
Then you teach them boundaries, right? You can't just let them bust in. You can't, because then somebody's going to regret it. Someone's going to feel some type of way in the marriage because it's like, we're not a priority anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I think of my kids as tenants. Like, y'all do not own this place. You don't, because you're gonna move out. You are just renting this space. I'm gonna make it best as I can for you, but baby, you're gonna leave.
I was like the opposite though. Like I felt like my husband and I were roommates at one point. Whenever we first had our first son, and we were trying to operate in a way where we were trying to connect, but I ended up putting my marriage on the back burner and sacrificing so much because I'm like, I don't know how to be a mom. I don't know how this is supposed to go. And so it was like a struggle for me because I'm like, I don't feel like we're connecting.
I was gonna say,
And so-
what was the aha moment that you were like,
My
something's
second
gotta change?
kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after the first one, it was like a trial run. The second one, I was like, no, we have to do something different. And so what we did was so now we schedule time we do every week because we have the luxury to do that. But he takes 1 week, I take a week where we plan it, we plan a date, and we just do what we want to do. And it's just made our marriage so much better. It's just like making sure that he's not on the back burner because he's there all the time. Because work was coming first, kids was coming first, and my husband was just there. And I was like, he's not going nowhere. Like, I know I love him. He knows I know he loves me. But like, I wasn't making him a priority or even tending to his needs. I was just like, he's just there. Okay, cool.
It's like we get reliant on the fact that, oh, well, we're married. You're not gonna go anywhere. Like,
no boundaries and no balance.
Love requires conversation and attention.
Yeah.
Like, but life is that way. If you have 2 plants and one plant you water and sit in the sun and nurture, it's going to grow. The other plant you sit in the dark by itself and be like, oh, it's fine. It will not grow. It literally, the leaves will wither. That's what happens to some marriages. We assume the baby needs more because it's a baby. And so you give your husband
so
less.
good.
And then, not to mention how people just cut off sex and it becomes, if you earn it, like sex is
For reading my mind for all these things I haven't talked to you about.
Right. It's crucial, that conversation, that attention, and that connection in sex. It is crucial. My uncle, who was my pastor, used to say, if God made anything better than sex, he left it in heaven. So I didn't grow up in a sexually repressed kind of church where femininity and beauty and all that in relationship was an off topic. So I learned a lot from watching couples do it wrong and some do it right, and you learn to apply those things. And each marriage is different. So you have to do what works for you. What works in another house will not work for yours. You have to pay attention.
I've definitely caught myself like, baby, you know I'm tired. I've been working with these kids all day. And now it's like, it's not fair though. Now, like, even hearing you talk, it's like, it's not fair because it does sound like you come last.
But what helped for me is I started including him in the parenting.
Yes.
I tell, like, especially first-time moms, what happens is we like to diaper a certain way. We like to feed them a certain way. We like to do
I'll do it
everything
myself.
our way.
And you don't trust him as if he's not a parent
And
too.
so then we
Fathers
take
are
on
parents
more,
too.
and then we're more tired after. I tell people, if that man puts the diaper on backwards, who cares? Who cares? Let it be. If he wants to give the baby, well, I'm really weird about juice. But you have to step back and just let him figure out his place so he can take that time doing it. Otherwise, you do get trapped in the house. You do, and then you're so tired because you're doing it all on your own. You don't trust anybody, especially your husband, who is their father, to help them. You know?
So we've been talking all things like just getting with the marriage and the kids and balancing. But even when I think about balance, I also think about we're career women too. And you, ma'am, you are a busy woman. And so even when we're talking about like the kids coming first and saying, baby, I'm tired. Like I can't do, you know, extra X, Y, and Z. Like what is that like even with the career? Cause that's a whole nother layer on top of life.
Well, what I say often is I wear a lot of hats, but I don't have to wear them all the same day at the same time, right? And I have a great support system. My husband is so super supportive, whether I want to do a whole lot of stuff or whether I want to stop. He pays attention to me, to the fact where he'll go, maybe you shouldn't take this date, or, you know, you need to take a moment, you need to go to the spa, which is, you know, really great. Comes with maturity. It wasn't the case early in our marriage because we were both just in work mode, especially, you know, it was just go, work. Like my daughter traveled with me. Krista's first trip to Europe was at 3 months old. Now my husband didn't like it. My husband didn't like. He was like, she can stay here. I said, well, if she ain't going, I ain't going. So I was a little neurotic and a little obsessed with my first. But we worked our way through it, taking moments to figure out how this rhythm works. I truly believe that I only walk through doors that God opens for me. And if the blessings of the Lord make it rich and addeth no sorrow, then I'm appreciative for every bit of it. The radio show, the church, the marriage, the children, the music, Mary or solo, you know, all those things, being a songwriter, all these things, and making space and making time and asking God, am I doing too much? Is this about me or is this about you? Because, you know, we have to manage our egos sometimes because there's a high that comes with success and work and power. And so you have to make sure, God, are you getting the glory out of this or is this about me? And so when I feel like I'm doing too much, I'll go, let me take a minute because I never want my kids to end up in therapy because I'm working so much. You know, I don't want to be a public success and a private failure, you know, where they don't listen to me. They go, yeah, you talk encouragement to everybody else, but you don't say that to us. I don't want that. So the balance takes time. It takes a good team. A lot of prayer and seeking the Lord for your rights and your lefts, your yeses and your nos, your stops and your goes.
I'm like,
Downloading.
I'm really at a loss of words because I'm just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about me and like my husband. And I'm like, man, like there are some touch points that we could add, you know, like we could add those things to make it so that the balance is a little bit better because like you said, there's rhythms and there are times where you are running hard. And I do feel like I'm in a season where I'm running really hard. And what I have tried to do is communicate that even with my kids. So like, even though they're young, I'm like, okay, this is why mommy is doing this, you know? And so then it's like, okay, well, this is cool, you know? And it doesn't feel like you said, it doesn't feel like, oh, you're doing all that, but you're not a mom to us, or you're preaching motherhood, but girl, when you come home, it's not giving.
And that's the balance. I'm trying to think, not giving motherhood, but that's the balance I'm trying, because you know, I travel a lot. Me and my husband travel probably just a ridiculous amount. So the balance, and we have great community and great help and they're great influences, but I always say there are kids that I want to make sure they're tapping into our DNA and they're reflecting who we are. So I always make sure that when I am home, I'm giving them as much as I can. But at the same time, saying when I'm home, I also need some me time.
Right. So what is that like? Like, what do you...
Even though I give the advice, it still brings mom guilt because I know, because I'm like, oh, I was just gone a week and now I'm here and I already need a break, you know, to go somewhere. But I do want to spend this time because I know my children need it. So I haven't quite figured it out because it is a balance and a lot of it is new, but
it's a process. Give yourself time. You know, you'll figure it out. There's sometimes I come right back in town and my kids will go, Mom, we really want tacos. I will literally put bags down and make tacos. Now, while y'all eating, I'm gonna go take a bath and come upstairs. And my kids are my kids, so they'll come in and they'll want to talk. Or my youngest, you know, she'll still say, Mommy, can I get in the tub with you? I'll go, It's mommy time. Y'all give me some space. So learning those boundaries, and sometimes I will let them sit there next to me and talk and stuff like that, just because I miss them like they miss me.
Right.
But we, like I said before, we teach them how to love us. We teach them how to treat us.
That's so good. Ooh, I'm full just from that. Like I feel like refreshed just from those nuggets. I think I definitely am learning. Well, I think that wraps up this segment. We got another Hey Ma letter. Blair, do you want to take that one?
Yes. So we have another letter for Hey Ma. Hey Ma is where we answer your questions, we give advice, and so we're going to start with this one right now. Hey Ma, I'm not sure what to say other than I can use some tips. I'm a mother of a baby girl. Her father and I are currently going through a divorce, and some days I feel like it's hard for me to stay encouraged as a woman who still desires marriage, a mother, a daughter, and a friend. Any advice on how I could stay encouraged through motherhood and divorce?
Well, I would say your community is everything. What you surround yourself with is so important. So I have a new song called Positive, and it starts off saying, I know who I am and I know who I'm not. And so you have to watch what you say to yourself, right? If you say I'm no good at this, if you say I'll never get married again, if you say I can't do this, saying those things, they not only go in your ears, they send messages sometimes to your soul. So it's not about ignoring how you feel, because you can be honest, but you need to follow that bad boy up with what God says, right? If I can do all things through Christ, this is tough, but I can do all things through Christ. I don't feel good, but God is a healer, right? I feel by myself, but he said he'd never leave me nor forsake me. So you can acknowledge the humanity that you're going through as a mom, you know, and maybe you want to share some with your child, but not too much, because it wasn't her divorce. It was yours. And I think a lot of moms and dads make the mistake of acting like they was married to the children. They were not, right? And so we just allow the kids to be kids, you know? If there's a change, of course you have to explain some things, but you don't have to give them everything. Let them have their childhood. That was your breakup, right? And the whole family has to suffer, but don't change what they think about marriage and relationship, or make them hate their father because you had an issue, or the mother, because sometimes it goes the other way. But what you say to yourself and who you surround yourself with, what are you listening to? Maybe you might not want to watch all the shows where everybody's divorced. Maybe you don't want to watch all the shows where everybody's angry and frustrated. Find a place of peace so that can fill you and fuel you and also help you heal.
One of the things that I've heard is facts versus truth. So it might be factual, but it doesn't mean it's truth. And just reminding that no matter what you see, no matter what looks real and tangible, like the truth is the truth.
Like what does God say about you? What does he say about your situation? And even if and he makes no mistakes either.
That's hard to process.
It is. It
go,
really
God,
is.
did you mean for this?
Right. I'm like, wait.
But he allows us to make our choices.
Right.
And so God didn't say, hey, I want you to be divorced. He gave y'all the choice. And someone chose to do or not do, right? And so sometimes you in that situation, here's what I love. It'll all work together for my good. I don't know how and I don't know when, but it's going to work together for my good. And I have to tell myself sometimes those things to get through those tough days. You know,
because it's not, like you said, it's not going to be. I think that is a big, big key, is recognizing that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be perfect.
Right.
Jesus, like he did the humanity of him. Like he made sure to show his sorrow, his pain, so that we can feel okay doing the same things and saying the same things like that. That's, I don't know. I'm just like, it's not always going to be good, and that's okay. I think we want so bad to be like, oh my gosh, I'm like sorrowful or I'm sad and this is not good. You're supposed to feel those emotions though. Otherwise you can't heal.
And a lot of times, especially with Black women, we feel like it is weakness to show our emotions. Now, some of us overshow, and then some of us suppress. I don't want to cry. I don't want to feel sad. I want to act like everything is okay. You know what I mean? It's okay to say I'm having a bad day, you know? But then, you know, tomorrow's coming.
I'm like, you can feel sad, you can say that, but we also have to process. You can both and.
I
can't stay there forever.
One time I was at your house and they were like, she was having kind of like a meltdown. And you were like, the first thing you said to her was, you can feel sad. What do you feel? Tell me what you feel. That part, like in the parenting moment to me was so beautiful because she's 4. And for you to be like, what do you feel? Tell me what you feel. It's okay. And I think it was like something really like a snack, but it's teaching them that early that no matter what it is, like show your feelings.
Yeah, you can process it, but think about why you feel that way, because you might not need that emotion in that moment.
Yeah.
It can't be, it might not be your go-to. So I tell her to process, and then if you still need to cry, we can cry, but let's process this real quick. Like, let's think about this.
Do we really want to cry over chips right now?
Right, that's all.
Do chips hold that big of a weight in your life?
Not for chips.
Let's save that for later.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you? Do you have like anything for this mom who is like, I just need some extra
How do you find
encouragement?
encouragement?
Yeah.
Well, I have a couple friends right now who are walking through divorce, and it's been really hard for me because I don't have the words to say to them. I don't know how they're feeling or what they're going through, but I'm able to like listen to them and be there for them and be that support. And so for this woman, I would just say, just find people in your corner that you trust, that you're able to vent to, who's not going to share your business and use it as a prayer request to be able to talk about it with everybody else, you know, but just being able to have people who can pour back into, you know, because I'll drop anything. Like when she needs me to be there for her, I will jump on a plane to be there for her, because like, I know that she would do the same for me. But like I said, I don't know.
But it's key.
Yeah.
Wait, I missed. I think. Did you say use it as a prayer request to talk about me?
I heard that too.
What in the church shade?
Pray for what
So and so, because she's going. Oh, I've seen that before.
I heard that. I was like, ooh.
Ooh, that's funny.
No, that is good.
Just find your people.
I feel like we've helped her though. Like I feel like if anything, we could all say it's just find your sister, find your community. It's okay to feel what you feel, but find that support that will uplift you, that will allow you to cry, that will wipe your tears, and that will love on you and love on your kid at the same time, so that you both feel supported and uplifted. Do you guys have anything else before we just end it? Because I feel like this is full. I feel full.
You know, I kind of want to say a prayer for the moms watching.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, I thank you because you're good and your mercy endureth forever. Before you made a church, you made a man and a woman. You made a family. So we know that family matters. And God, I thank you for allowing the moms and maybe even some dads are watching to feel your love and your guidance as we try to raise children and navigate through life, which is messy and difficult and uncomfortable. But I know that you came that we might have life and life more abundantly. So we thank you for your strength. We thank you for your wisdom. We thank you for your love, your power and your strength, and the ability to forgive, to reconcile, to talk, to be patient, to be long suffering, all the things that love is. Help us to embody and exude that. In your name I pray. And thank you for this show. Thank you for these amazing ladies. Bless this and allow it to go and bless women everywhere. In your name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Well, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to Moms Actually Where Motherhood Meets Sisterhood. Y'all tune in next week. We cannot wait to see you.
What's up? Hey mom, what's up? Hey mom, what's up? Hey mom, what's up?